It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Commanders and the Browns, next on EA Sports.
It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, a 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Faking the give, now Watson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. Second and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daron Payne, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Running for it. Here's Chubb. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on second down to bring up third and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll motion McLaurin left. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy can block, a guy can catch, and a guy can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing on third down, Fields. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A little juke. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Here's a 2nd and 5. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Fields on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the pressure gets to him again. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on his drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daron Payne in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Runs through the contact. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Dancing away at the 35. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now. Give to Robinson on the option. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Oh, good move. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2nd and 5. Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air yet again, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Bell from 4 yards out. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. The Browns were given a solid performance in that first half from their quarterback, Deshaun Watson. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Ooh, with a juke. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Watson on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This is the tight end, Njoku. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. To throw is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Watson's throw complete there to Moore. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Watson now to throw. Able to get away. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Chubb is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Washington offense heading out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Robinson with another carry. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Fields. And a dump off here to Robinson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get him back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Cleveland offense making their way out. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Here's Fields. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Now Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a throw here, hauled in. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. To throw is Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete right around the 8. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fields steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. Fields looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things... And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And a solid run down inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Dotson, he's got it, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Off play action, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. First and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Now Fields on third and goal. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Cleveland, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.